Hello Norfolk Island, my name is Julie Burns. I speak to you today not as an independent candidate in our forthcoming election, but as a member of Norfolk Labor, seeking your support in the forthcoming election to be held on the 17th of March. For the past 30 years since the introduction of the Norfolk Island Act, Norfolk Island has been in a steady economic decline. Each assembly since 1979 has been at a loss or ill-equipped to deal with the economics of a small isolated community, and this has resulted in a lack of services that should be the entitlement of every Australian Norfolk Island resident. There has been the inability by any government in 30 years to produce a budget or prepare a forward plan to ensure that Norfolk Island would never have to go cap in hand to the Commonwealth. What the community of Norfolk Island experiences at the end of every financial year is the ever-increasing piecemeal taxes on every essential service available on Norfolk Island. These increases then flow on, to name a few, to the local supermarket, fuel, freight and increased GST. The result of these ever-increasing costs and taxes is the continual reduction in the purchasing power of every person resident in Norfolk Island. However, it is the young families that continue to struggle. In the past 5 years, Norfolk Island has witnessed the departure of many young families who could no longer exist on the island, with no prospects of upskilling, better wages, or even owning their own homes. Members of the community may well argue that the services such as social services, pensions, and retirement schemes are adequate. Norfolk Labor argues that they are not. There is no compulsory superannuation scheme to ensure that the workers do not have to rely on the public purse for a pension when they retire. It could be argued that it is the responsibility of employees to ensure that they be responsible for their own superannuation scheme. It is not entirely the responsibility of the employee. It is the responsibility of the government of the day to legislate to protect the employee in order that they can retire with peace of mind and dignity and not be at the mercy of the public purse. Norfolk Labor has formulated policies in support of governance in Norfolk Island, social welfare, education, cost of living, environment, health and aged care and employment. As a member of the Norfolk Labor team, I will be a strong advocate for social welfare in support of basic rights and entitlements of the aged, disabled and the needy. The level of need in the community must be measured, and in order to do this, we will take into account the person's ability or capacity to pay for services. The intentions of any incoming government may be honourable. However, what Norfolk Island lacks is the financial scope to be able to deal with the services that will ensure that every member of this community lives in a fair and just manner. Despite what the government of the day believes, Norfolk Labor does not believe that the community has been well served since the introduction of the Norfolk Island Act in 1979. Every report written in the last decade or more would indicate at every turn that the problems with the economy would only result in disastrous outcomes if the suggested recommendations were not considered and acted upon. After 30 years of an attempt of self-government, Norfolk Island finds that it is at a crossroad. There is no financial security, and all attempts at discussions with the Commonwealth have failed. Norfolk Island needs to heal. The time for cooperation and negotiation with the Commonwealth is now. I ask you, the voting public, to get behind Norfolk Labor to bring about long overdue essential change. I urge you to vote 4x2 on 17 March 2010 and do not forget your 9th vote. Thank you very much.